Okay, my friends, today I want to talk about the greatest, most glorious sport in the whole wide world, and that is ice hockey. You see, going back when I was 18, I flew out to go and emigrate to Canada to play the glorious game that is ice hockey. That's me at 18, packing my bags up in Barn. You know what, guys? I'm going out here to play with the best people in the world. Funny thing was, back at 18, I'd actually flown out there with two of my good buddies. Now, as we were going out there, we were young, we were arrogant, we were English, and we stepped into this whole game of a bunch of elite lumberjacks that have been playing this thing since they were 3-year-olds. Now, me, on one hand, before we went out there, before we stepped out into Vancouver, although we were playing at the top flight level in this country, I was like, you know what? I should probably get my ass into the gym so that I could be a similar sort of size to these guys that we were playing with. Now, the two other people that I went out with, they sort of figured that their flimsy English frames would be good enough and they'd be able to try and outskate everyone that we got out there. Now, the funny thing happened. Literally, first shift on the ice, my good friend of mine, Chris, he steps out there and boom, gets absolutely smoked by this 6'2" Canadian that's about 300 pounds. Now, the funny thing is about that story, Chris was massively unprepared for the situation that was going to happen. In other words, he tried to bring a knife to a gunfight. Now, in this game that we call business, I see it happen too many times. Too many other business owners going into a situation, going into meetings, having sales calls with customers, trying to get people over the line of a store, but not doing the right fucking work that's needed to make sure that we have the tools in our armory to make that happen. Because in this game that we call business, if you were going to show up, you might as well show up with a whole fucking army trained, prepped and prepared and ready to go. You've got to have the systems, you've got to have the processes, you've got to have the know-how to make sure that you are stepping into each and every single situation prepared and ready for a full-on gunfight and making sure that you've got a tank and a fucking army backing you up when you do this. So today, my friends, when you are playing this game, I want you to think about this for the moment. If you are currently walking yourself into a situation today where you feel underprepared, under-prepped and under-ready, that is on you, that is your fault, and I want you to do everything in your power from now on to make sure that you step into each and every single situation, bring in your fucking A game, because when you do, each and every single situation becomes more profitable. It means that you can do more stuff, and ultimately, it means you can make more, it means that you can provide more, and it means that you can be more in this whole game and in this situation that we call having a one-man empire.